Yo, what up, boys? Today we're gonna be talking about Solstice 2021, the event, and everything about it in a nutshell. I'm gonna do this more as like a non-edited, like talking video. Helps my thoughts get out more and like how I want them to talk. So I think the first thing we should hit on is definitely the armor. I'd say out of all the years, this is definitely my second favorite. No, probably my fourth. I think my favorite is the first year with like the giant cape and like the glowing things. Reminds me of Moments of Triumph of D1, the really like crazy looking armor. I think me personally, that was probably some of my favorite looking armor. I think like the craziness definitely makes it stand out more, and I feel like it's a lot more rewarding to go for. Overall, the process to level up the armor, from what I know, every time Souls has been around, I haven't played Destiny much in those times because I've always thought it's a whatever event. So I think overall, I think the process was it got a little repetitive, but I would say that once you hit the two times boost, it's nice. And you're like, okay, cool, speeding up a little bit. With the three times boost, I got it done. I think I got my hunter done in about 2 hours, and I was like, all right, cool. And then I was done with all. One thing I did like is doing the magnificent challenges on one set, completed it for all other sets. Like I does see how some people get annoyed at the fact that wow, I just have to go to from this challenge and then do it again 2 more times. I would think people would get annoyed with that, so good on Bungie for that. The map and how the event works, I would definitely say it's the map like having to go in to the map. Like I like the map idea; it's cool. A lot of verticality. I wish there was more verticality in play spaces. I like verticality a lot. The chess options, I like how it's like shown, kind of like make sure you gotta hope that if you're just queuing with randoms, that you and your teammates have like all know that take like separate out, and then like you all meet at one chest in the end. I have heard in past years from my friend that they didn't show the chess locations, and he wish it was like that. I'm not sure if I would like that. From my thoughts, I don't think I would like that. I think it'd be a bit more of like a challenge and like skill gap to get a route down to know where everything's at. So I guess I just have to know whenever it gets there. Um, Again, the process is whatever. The rewards, I'm a little iffy on. I think right now I really don't like the rewards, but like I guess as time goes on, I'll get a final answer. With the Solstice key fragments and then the Solstice packages, I think it's an okay system. It's kind of like you play for what you get. It's kind of like more time you put in, the more stuff you get. I will say that like, I wish there was more packages available, such as like there was a better chance for packages dropping, because I feel like at times I have I think 1.3k close to that key fragments just sitting there doing nothing because I don't directly queue into the EAZ to get those key fragments or to get the packages. And the reason I don't is because I feel like the ratio from blues to event items is like I think there was one time I opened 20 packages and I think I got about 4 or 5 event items, and I think 2 of those were compass roses. I haven't particularly gone for the compass rose, no, just because it's kind of like a redo of the retold tale. It's kind of like a remodel or a relook of it. I will say that the hidden cat under the map for the free retold drop is a very nice little tiny thing for Bungie. I'm guessing they did it because whenever Felwinters got nerfed, people were looking for a new shotgun, so I applaud them for that, for basically giving out a free one to everyone, which is nice. But with the ratios to blues to event items, I found it pretty low. And I think out of like the 100 or 200 so packages I have opened from the event, I've only gotten about like I think 3 good armor pieces from it. So me personally, the loot does not feel good. I will say the completion though, like once you complete 3 sets, or like you complete 1 set, you get the shirt, you get the code for the shirt, which I always say like the shirt's nice, simple. Like if someone wants it, they can have it. Well, it's pretty cool. And then with the ghost shell, I feel like they could have done more with the ghost shell. I mean, I'm guessing that most of their resources are going towards the Witch Queen and seasonal content, which is fine. This is kind of like I feel like they're kind of getting stuff ready for next season and the seasons after that, with Witch Queen included. I will say the ghost shell it didn't feel rewarding to get that ghost shell. Like the ghost shell wasn't crazy or anything. From whenever it came out, like whenever the event started, one of my friends was saying, "Yo, like the ghost shell glows depending on what subclass you're on." So if they did do that, I would have thought that was a really cool system, where kind of like the armor, where like it glows blue if you have an arc subclass on. So I will say if they somehow could do that, I think that'd be a tiny detail that would make it a lot cooler to have, even though it's kind of late into the event. Um, this solstice compared to last year's or like years before, I don't think much has changed because me personally don't know what like my friends have done and what I've done. I think from what I know, I think the most that has changed is like the chest like icon blips showing up saying like, "Yo, they're here, come get me." I think it's the most. I think overall though, the event is it's not my favorite event, but it's not my least favorite. You know, like it's there. It's kind of like that seasonal event that they kind of just put in there to like have players, you know, like, hey, come get the sick new armor. I do think though they always do, even though there's some. I will say some Solstice event armor sets are better than others. I will always say that they're always good looking. I know a lot of people don't like the cracked look on the armor set, but I personally I like the cracked set the most. I feel like with this year's like you can mix some of the cracked with the non-cracked. Like with me, what I do with on my warlock and my titan, I have the cracked helmet that matches like the subclass, and then I have like most like because I kind of want to do like a regal look, but also had like some of that light showing out. I think it looks really good together. So I think it's a good. You can mix old sets with the new set and make it look overall pretty good. But yeah, that's my thoughts for this solstice. And if you enjoyed the video, if you agree with me or disagree, leave what you think in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Where the fuck you been at? Nigga shot a prototype, she asked me what you call that. Yo, bitch, me crazy, how'd you think that I call that?